Hey everyone, this is T Frank, and lately I've been getting a lot of questions regarding which camera to choose. I've actually been using the Canon SL2 for about a month now, so I figured I'd make a video telling you 10 reasons why you should buy the Canon SL2. Just keep in mind that this video will be more from the video perspective. Also, don't forget to check the links in the description for the most up-to-date pricing. Jumping into reason number 1, when shopping for DSLRs, things can get expensive, and they can get expensive pretty quickly. The Canon SL2 with the 18 to 55mm kit lens usually retails for $699, but over the holidays it's been priced at $599, which I think is a pretty good deal, especially if you want to keep the price under $1,000 and still have some room to pick up lenses. If you already own EFS lenses like I did, you can pick up the body only for $499. Another reason to pick up the Canon SL2 is for its compact size. As you may or may not know, my first DSLR was a Canon 80D, and I still love this camera. However, I find it to be a bit cumbersome to travel with due to its size. The Canon SL2 is a lot more compact and easier to grab and take with you on the go. The size is very close to that of a mirrorless camera, and owning both the 80D and the SL2 has made me understand why a lot of people are leaving behind the big bulky DSLRs for mirrorless cameras. Another reason I'd recommend purchasing the Canon SL2 is that it's easy for beginners. I've used a lot of Canon cameras and I've found that they are very user-friendly. The SL2 comes with a beginner mode that explains things in a way that a newbie can understand, and it can be disabled at any time. It's definitely a camera that you can grow with. Another reason to pick up the Canon SL2 is that it has the same sensor found in the much pricier Canon 80D. Honestly, if this camera had been out at the same time of my 80D purchase, I think I would have purchased the SL2 so that I could have used those extra funds towards glass. If there's one thing that I've learned, it has been that you really want to invest more in the lenses than the camera body itself. The next reason I'd recommend picking up the Canon SL2 is because it now features dual pixel autofocus. I was really excited to see that Canon brought this to the Rebel line. They have really mastered this, and if you're shooting your videos on your own, it's a great way to make sure that you're still in focus. Canon breaks it up into 3 settings that you can turn on. So you have face tracking, which focuses on faces or subjects selected by touch. You have smooth zone autofocus, which focuses within the designated zone. And then you have live one-point autofocus, which focuses using the selected autofocusing point. If you are a beginner or a one-person team, I think you'll find this to be very useful. Another reason I recommend purchasing the Canon SL2 is for the articulating touch LCD screen. Having a fully articulating screen is awesome. You can shoot in a variety of positions and still manage to see the screen and make sure that you're still in frame and in focus. I've also haven't had any issues with visibility outdoors. The touchscreen is very responsive and can be used to navigate through the menus, and touch to focus is pretty amazing. This is something I really wish that Sony would do a better job with on the Alpha line. The next reason I would recommend the Canon SL2 is that it has a mic input, and if you're creating videos, you always want to make sure that your audio is on point. The inbuilt mics sound terrible, so I would highly recommend using a shotgun mic or a lav mic depending on the situation. One thing to note is that the mic port location can get in the way of the screen. Also note that there is no headphone jack to monitor your audio like there is on the 80D, but to be honest, at this price point, I really didn't expect it. Another reason I recommend purchasing the Canon SL2 is because it shoots 60 frames per second at 1080p. So no, it doesn't have 4K. However, I still don't feel that you need to shoot in 4K at this time. I think it's safe to say that most people view content on their mobile devices in 1080p. The 60 frames per second will allow you to get some decent slow motion footage, and if 4K is something that you absolutely have to have, I recommend checking out the Panasonic G7. Another reason I'd recommend picking up the Canon SL2 is because it has NFC, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth included. While I was in New York with my family, I was able to take pics and videos and upload them to my phone within minutes. The app can be a little bit finicky at times, but for the most part, it works as it should. And the last reason I'd recommend picking up the Canon SL2 or any of the other Rebel series cameras is that Canon has a large variety of lens options, and you can get some really killer lenses on a budget. So far, I have 3 lenses excluding the kit lens, and they total under $500. I've been able to change up the style and the look of my videos, which is the main reason why I chose to shoot with a DSLR. Hopefully you find this video to be helpful. If so, let me know by hitting that like button. If you decide to pick up this camera and will be doing so on Amazon, I've provided my affiliate links in the description of this video. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. This is T Frank, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.